I want to give another example, but this time I want us to move into around something around content creation so that I said, the first sample is selling a product. Definitely, everyone has a product, everyone has a service. You can use that sample to sell whatever product or whatever service. This one is for around content creation, just another example. Though this is a skincare, I'm not into skincare niche, but I just feel like this was the idea that came to my head. And when I was finding niche to talk about, okay, so we can have this. I just feel okay. This is a few points following the same framework. Your content strategies who helps creators in skincare. You see that I who specialize. What this is telling you is that you don't need to follow a particular word by word. Just know this is what we are doing, and you can express yourself anyhow. That's one thing I want you to take note. So I'm a skincare creator trying to grow on Instagram. I'm currently at 500 followers and I want to get to 400. You see, this is a goal, right? This is first goal. This is a goal. And you see, it's not that we added a task. I want to do something. You see, I put my goal first before you even start talking about any task. So you can play with it. You can switch anyhow. This is just one. You can switch anyhow. You don't need to follow a particular template step by step. You can switch. Just ensure you are conveying enough information. You are providing right information to these AI tools. Can switch anyhow, right? I've laid for some skincare products. Which part of them are? This is just something. If you have the name, this is just an example. I can say EST something, or there's a sunscreen like this. What is the name of sunscreen? Sef? So I shall know EST something is there. So you can, if you have a particular product name, put it there. Give me now. You see, this is the task. Now let's go to, for example of this. Let's use ChatGPT, right? So let me just put this here. So, I affiliate for some skincare product, which part of them are sunscreen. Now, before I give me content ideas, I'm not providing any content idea yet. So, the first thing I wanted to do is, before I say give me content ideas, this is just my research process. I felt we need to understand the audience, target audience, or the right audience that this is going to. Because any content you want to create, you should have your target audience. You are not just creating content for content's sake. You should have the target audience. So who are you creating? So if this we can understand the target audience, then we can get the right information or the right content to provide to these people. Uh and can convert. I want to generate, so I can just say this is my goal. But before then, yeah, let me just use this. I want to generate content ideas. This is my goal. So I want to generate. But before then, okay, I can say now. Before we proceed, let's talk about the target audience, the right target audience. So we should focus on, right. So this is just let's you see let's now same thing like what I was saying. Your Nigerian audience 18 to 35 who are actively trying to fix their visible skin. Like she's dealing with one or more of these sunburn, hyperpigmentation, what is going on in her head. These are the target audience, right? If you've gotten this, sense next step. If this makes sense, so this is depending. This is a rough sketch. I don't know who the target audience is. I will help you create content pillars, viral content, conversion style. This is one what we also want to achieve. Now, let's go to our prompt guide. We've talked about goals, specialty, who is it for? We've given it a task. We've talked about the goal of the content to get better results. I always, this is optional, right? Which this is number five, give it a reference and feed in some of your own data. So you can give it a reference before you just tell the AI to, yeah, create the content. You can give it if you have if you've seen a content creator that you see that has grown. Even I said reference, if the reference is not globally recognized, the or AI tool may not know it. But in case you've seen a content creator that has grown in that niche, or you can just go and get links to, or sorry, not links. You can go and get 5 viral or 10 different viral videos of people in that same niche of yours, right? You can go to Gemini to do the transcript of whatever video, turning the videos, helping you generate the transcript of that video. So that way you can compile it into a PDF like we did, then upload it. This is something that has worked for my niche in previous time. You can create some kind of this style, content of this style. You get, this is just a sample. Or you can even, in case you are using the free version and you cannot, if you are using a paid version, you cannot upload any file. You can just add it as part of your test, right? Just this is just, it's very simple. You can give it a reference, like just give it a real reference. But I always want to always give reference text. Either I give provide the samples, or I ask it to follow an influencer kind of stuff, or I give it a kind of, this is how I want it. It give me better results depending, but you can still ask the AI to continue with that, with whatever he or she it is doing. But on a normal day, giving reference or preference style makes sense. Just take note of that. It makes sense, right? It makes sense. So, how which reference style am I going to give to this? Oh, I don't even know. Let me see if I could get some. Come on, I'm not a skincare type, so we will just run through this. For someone, depending on whatever you are selling, I believe you have more context about it, more information about it. You can just get some video scripts, provide that as a reference, or if you know you're an expert, ask it to do like we did earlier for Eugene Schwartz. If any skincare or any content creator, expert content creator in that niche, you can ask it to create content in that style. So the next thing I will just do is, normally I will dump this because I don't have any samples or reference text. This is just an example. So I don't even have any information to give you this. So before we proceed, ask me as much as possible question to generate okay, perhaps if you give it enough information, you would get better output. Just for you to see, this is very, very simple and easy to do. Ask me as much as possible in order to generate the best outcome, or best content that will generate results, to to get best content that will generate results. Remember, the more content you give it, like the more this thing, the more answer you get. So it's better you ask for questions. So it's perfect answer. These are, even short answers are okay. Your page, what is your Instagram and your page name? Which I did not even think about. What type of content do you currently post? Which posts are getting most views? Are you showing your face? Are you using voiceover? You see, this I don't even know I don't even know if, so most of us just come to this AI to generate this for me, to generate anything for you. Or if you ask, you provide proper context. Some people, it is a voiceover video, so that kind of voiceover video, it's another contester. Some people, they're always showing face. How often can you realistically post per week? Are you targeting mostly Nigerian women? What age range? Are they students? You give it, answer these questions. What are the exact names, brands? You see, I was talking about the name earlier. What are the prices? Do you have before and afters? Which product sells best right now? Where does your affiliate link lead to? Does your customer pay online or this thing? Your content style? See, it has a lot of questions for you. But if you have provided enough content, context or reference, the question, I'm very sure the question will not be as much as this. But we did not provide enough content or enough context, enough reference stuff for you to have better this thing. But because of this, so you may, in case, as any content you want to create, just you can follow this sample. I believe you can answer these questions yourself, or better still, ask create another chat, ask AI to answer some of these questions and compile them in a PDF like we did earlier, upload it, these are the answer. Or you can even, in case you can't upload, like I said, in case you cannot upload PDFs, in case you cannot upload PDF, maybe you are using a free version, you just copy whatever is of this thing, copy it and come and paste it as a normal text without having to upload any PDF, right? So that is everything about. And with this, the next thing you just needed to do is, after giving it data, enough information based on the questions you've asked, even numbers, this should be number seven and this should be number eight, depending. You can do it anyhow, like I said. So you ask it to, whatever answers it gives to you, ask it to critique it for you. That is to critique it for what are the weaknesses, how can this be improved, and you see different objections. That way get you'll be able to get better information, better content. not just random content. We are even talking about content ideas. Then after then you can proceed to write content number one, content number two, content number three. Different that way you get better results with these AI tools, not just generate content style. Just remember, the more information you give to these AI tools, the better the answer you get. It's very simple. This applies on any AI tools, ChatGPT, Cloud, Gemini, Grok, whichever. It works. This just works. So I hope this helps someone here. Yeah, stay blessed.